What's up, YouTube? This is your girl Ray, and I am coming back to y'all with another video in a while. But I just wanted to come on here because I just felt this in my spirit to talk about it, and I haven't really done an update on my marriage, so here we go. So it's been about 11 months since we've been separated, and nothing much has changed. But that's not what I come on here to talk about. I'm coming on here because lately I've been surrounded by people who um and talking to other people who, you know, stay in relationships just because, I mean, maybe they're afraid to be alone, maybe they're insecure, maybe they, they don't see life without that person on the other side. And I was talking to a friend the other day, and he was like, Ray, like, at what point did you realize that it was time to move on? And what gets you in the morning, what gets you up in the morning despite your situation? And I said, yo, this might sound corny, but honestly, it's by the grace of God that I get up in the morning time. And I'm thankful that God pursued me in a dead place and spoke life back to me. A lot of times, oftentimes, you'll be in relationships and you'll stay with people because of the hope of the people, are based off the hope and the potential that you see. But the thing about people is, people are wish-washy. People will disappoint you every time, especially if it's your expectation and that person isn't willing to change. Not to say that a person can't change, because a person can change if they want to. But you can't force anyone to see you or to see them the way that you do, or to see yourself the way that you do. But honestly, I've also realized when I started this whole thing, I was praying like, Lord, I need you to fix this about him. I need you to do this about him. I need you to do that. And God was just like, well, wait a minute. You know, before you go pointing fingers, let's address things about you. And a lot of times, two hurt people get into a relationship thinking that because they get into a relationship, that's going to fix all the hurt. And that's not how that works. And I know that there's a lot of people out there too afraid to walk away because they feel like they've had time invested, or they feel like they love somebody. But at the end of the day, it's like, what does love got to do with anything? And why be with someone who's shown you that they don't want to be with you? And so what was clear for me the moment that I decided, you know what? Sometimes you just have to love people from a distance. Sometimes you have to accept the person that they're showing you that they are, because you can't change them. You can't do nothing about it. And at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you. And I realized for me that I can love you, I can want you, I can do all of those things. But if I'm going to be the one who's always getting the shorter end of the stick, I'm not, no, I'm not finna put up with it. And for me, it's just like, if any of y'all really, some of y'all know him, and you follow him on social media, then you see the stuff that he be doing. And it's just like, at some point, you can't be blind any longer to who a person shows, to who they are. Now, I'm not saying this is not a video bashing him or, talking, everybody goes at their own pace. Everybody makes the choices that they want to make and decisions that they want to make. But at the end of the day, that works both ways. And no matter how much you love a person, no matter how much you want to be with a person, no matter how much, one day y'all cool, next day y'all not, and you hold on to the cool moments, even though the bad moments outweigh the cool moments, that's not a reason to stay in a relationship, because all you are doing is piling on more junk than you really need to. And when I realized that, just how hurt I was, or how much of what took place in that relationship that caused me to become who I was becoming, I had to choose me. Period. And to just put it all out there, like, it doesn't mean that I didn't fight. It doesn't mean that I didn't try, because I tried all of those things. But when you make it very clear to me that you don't want me, there is only so many times you're gonna tell me how you don't want me and make me feel like I'm crap. It's so many times that I'm gonna take that. And then one day I woke up and I said, I'm just not gonna take that anymore. And so this goes to me saying how, by the grace of God, he has kept me and he has helped me just get through day by day, is because I have been consumed with just him alone. And a lot of times, we become consumed in our significant others, and not realizing that they got their own stuff going on in their head. It's not an excuse for the fucked upness, but they got their own stuff going on. And until you address your own junk, your own stuff, because it's a two-way street in a relationship, ain't no relationship gonna be good for you. And if you with somebody based off love, especially if that's a person who's treating you like stuff, that's right there should let you know that you have some stuff deep down inside of you that you need to work through before you get into any relationship. And for my people who are believers of Christ, well, I kid y'all not, y'all, the moment that I decided that I was going to pursue God the way that he pursued me, he showed me how I should be loved, how I should be treated, what I deserved. He took a dead thing and brought it back to life. And I'm being so serious. I'm being a little transparent with y'all as well, because I was insecure. I was in this place, and I didn't even realize I was in this place, all because I was seeing potential in someone who didn't have it in them in the first place anyway. I put all that expectation on someone who, I'm be real, they just as raggedy. Now, rather than not, you choose to address that raggediness, that's on you. But they was just as raggedy. So why would I expect them to give me anything more than what they were already giving me? And a lot of times we put expectation in people. Like these people who be like, I want a man that's like 6'6". He gotta have six. A woman who's got a coat. All them expectations, honey, baby, that's not realistic. There's women out here and there's men out there like that. But don't none of that matter if the person on the inside is a nasty person. If they dealing with junk, if they got daddy issues, mama issues, family issues, insecurity, don't none of that matter. You gonna always, I don't know why the lighting is acting funny. Don't none of that matter. In the moment that I realized, this is how I forgave him. It's like, you're raggedy, okay? And God revealed things to me. And I'm not saying that to be mean, because I'm raggedy too. We all raggedy. Ain't none of us perfect. The only one perfect is Jesus. But the moment that I began to realize that sometimes people have things that they deal with internally that they have not worked through, that may cause them to be how they are, or to treat you how they treat you. And I just figure in my mind, the same way it took for God to like sit me down and be like, girl, this let's lay it out. Let me help you see your reflection. It was much easier for me to forgive that person for how they treated me, because we're all still human at the end of the day. Like, and I recognize that. Like, we're all still human at the end of the day. And the moment that I realized that was the moment that I was able to move forward with myself and realize that, you know what? I got to work on me. It doesn't make the situation hurt less, because you do get hurt. The people that you expect to love you, they hurt you. They talk crazy to you. They belittle you. They degrade you. They say things about you. They put things on social media. All of it comes into play. But at the end of the day, you got to know that we all going through something on the inside, and we all dealing with some things, and we all have things on the inside of us that we have not dealt with. And so I'm just making this video just to like if I'm talking to you, like if you're the person who's with somebody and you're scared to walk away because you don't know what's on the other side, or you're afraid of being lonely, or you're insecure, whatever the case may be, I can't sit here and tell you that it's been a walk in the park. But what I can tell you is that when you realize that your peace, who you are, is far more important, and the love that you need and want is out there for you, it just all starts with us. And oftentimes we want to blame people for where we are, and it's nobody's. Stop pointing the finger. Okay, now they might have did some stuff that was messed up. They might have said some things. They might have did some stuff. But at the end of the day, it ain't everybody's fault why you still raggedy. It ain't nobody's fault that you still think you got to go to the club every Thursday, Wednesday, and Saturday night. Ain't nobody's fault that you decided you wanted to cheat. Ain't nobody's fault that you lied all the time. Ain't nobody's fault that you didn't get, that you wasn't where you was supposed to be. That ain't nobody else's fault but you. The easier way to cope with that is to project that on the other person. But that ain't nobody else's fault but you at the end of the day. Because we are all responsible for self. And if you want to change, and if you want something, you gonna get it the same way that you text all them other people that you ain't got no business texting, the same way that you sleeping with all them other people that you ain't got no business sleeping, the same way that you make all them decisions is the same way that you have the freedom to better yourself. And we all guilty of that, of not bettering ourselves. I'm not on here trying to downplay nobody or talk about nobody, but I'm just being honest, because it's a lot of finger pointing going on. And it's like, yo, you got to take responsibility for yourself. The things that have happened to you, the things that have taken place, the things that, it's you. It's you. You. Not me, you. And that's for anybody watching this. Don't sit around. And the same thing with people who want to sit around and make other people feel bad that they made the decisions that they made. Like, yo, when you're secure with yourself, when you allow God to love you and just transform you and speak to those dead places, because the whole point of a relationship is to speak life into that person. And if you ain't speaking life into that person, that relationship's probably not gonna work. But God loves us enough that he says, okay, I see your flaws. I can use that for good. I see your pain. I can use that for good. I see you, who you are. I can use that for good. That is a relentless love. That is the kind of love that God gives us in return. Even when our whole raggedy selves don't deserve it. And he don't make excuses. And I don't know about nobody else, but since I've experienced that kind of love, I just refuse to take BS. I don't care how much I love you. I don't care how much I want you. It may frustrate me. It may disappoint me that you do me the way that you do me. But at the end of the day, I know that God got my back. If ain't nobody got my back, God got my back at the end of the day. And that's the kind of love that we want. Ladies, men, but more so ladies, because some of y'all, ladies... You want that kind of love. You want the kind of love that God gives us. The love that, the secure kind of love, the patient kind of love, the kind of love where he says, boo, I know you got roles, but I can use that. Now, he probably ain't really saying that because we're supposed to take care of our temple, but he still loves us at the end of the day. And so I don't want y'all to be in these relationships just because you're holding on to the potential or the hope that a person could be. Because like I said, a lot of times people we expect things, but those people are incapable of even giving us those things because they are raggedy. And I'm not saying that there's no such thing as a healthy love, because if you should just look at today, honey, you be like, Lord, ain't no kind of good love, but people want to cheat, people want to lie, people want to be, threesomes, twosomes, side chicks, side dudes, like, it's all too much. But I believe that there is a pure love, there is a healthy kind of love. I ain't saying it's perfect, but that's what keeps me going. Honestly, that's what keeps me going. The fact that I know that, Lord, if you can love me like this, if you can treat me like this, if you can pursue me, because a man who finds a wife finds a good thing, then Lord, that's what I'm going to hold on to. And not just even in romantic love, just knowing who you are to want better for yourself in just all areas of aspects, like where you work at, how you dress, how you look, how you take care of yourself. All that stuff is important, because when you ain't all the way together, everything else falls to crap. So it starts with you. Stop expecting people to treat you the way that you don't even see yourself. Honestly, let's be real. Sometimes you be out here, I want this, I want that, I want this. It's like, girl, you don't even treat yourself like that. So how you gonna come to the table telling me that's what you want? So anyway, y'all, I love y'all. I hope that y'all like this video. I haven't put a video up in a while, but here we go. So yeah. So anyway, guys, I'm about to go back to work. I'm probably a little late going back to work, but it don't matter. You know, people ain't never on time anyway. Anyway, guys, I love you. Bye.